Neanderthals and modern humans share a common ancestor that lived about 600,000 years ago. This common ancestor is believed to have lived in Africa before the split into different lineages. Neanderthals and modern humans diverged from this common ancestor around 500,000 years ago. The divergence was likely due to geographic separation and environmental factors. Neanderthals inhabited Europe and parts of Asia from about 400,000 to 40,000 years ago. They were well adapted to cold climates and had robust physiques. Modern humans, or Homo sapiens, emerged in Africa around 300,000 years ago. Genetic evidence suggests that modern humans began to migrate out of Africa around 70,000 years ago. Genetic studies show that Neanderthals and modern humans interbred at least once. This interbreeding occurred after modern humans left Africa and encountered Neanderthals in Eurasia. Non-African modern humans carry about 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. This percentage varies among populations, with East Asians having slightly more Neanderthal DNA than Europeans. The Neanderthal genome was first sequenced in 2010. This breakthrough allowed scientists to compare Neanderthal DNA with that of modern humans. Neanderthal DNA has been found in the genomes of people from all continents except sub-Saharan Africa. This distribution reflects the migration patterns of early modern humans. Some Neanderthal genes have been linked to increased susceptibility to certain diseases. For example, some Neanderthal variants are associated with type 2 diabetes and Crohn's disease. Neanderthal DNA also includes genes that may have provided advantages in immune response. These genes might have helped modern humans adapt to new pathogens in Eurasia. The OAS1 gene, which is involved in the immune system, has a Neanderthal origin. This gene helps protect against viral infections and is more common in people with Neanderthal ancestry. Neanderthal DNA has been linked to traits such as hair color and skin pigmentation. Variants of the MC1R gene, which affects red hair and fair skin, are found in both Neanderthals and modern humans. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with higher pain sensitivity. These genes may have influenced how Neanderthals and their descendants experienced and responded to pain. Neanderthals and modern humans shared several physical traits, such as large brains and strong bodies. However, Neanderthals had more robust skeletons and larger noses, adapted to cold climates. The FOXP2 gene, which is important for speech and language, is present in both Neanderthals and modern humans. This suggests that Neanderthals may have had some form of complex communication. Neanderthals had a larger brain volume on average compared to modern humans. Despite this, their cognitive abilities are still a subject of debate among researchers. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with mental health conditions like depression and schizophrenia. These genes may have played a role in the development of these conditions in modern humans. Neanderthals and modern humans coexisted in Europe for at least 5,000 years. This period of coexistence provided opportunities for cultural exchange and interbreeding. The last known Neanderthals lived in Gibraltar around 40,000 years ago. This site provides some of the latest evidence of Neanderthal presence in Europe. Neanderthals used tools and created art, suggesting a level of cognitive complexity. Artifacts like shell beads and cave paintings have been found at Neanderthal sites. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with increased risk of nicotine addiction. This finding could have implications for understanding genetic predispositions to substance use. Neanderthal DNA has been linked to variations in skin and hair texture. These variations may have helped Neanderthals and their descendants adapt to different environments. The HLA, human leukocyte antigen genes, which play a crucial role in the immune system, have Neanderthal origins. These genes help the body recognize and fight off foreign invaders like bacteria and viruses. Neanderthals had a diet that included a variety of plants and animals. Isotopic analysis of Neanderthal bones suggests they were versatile hunters and gatherers. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with increased blood clotting. This trait may have been advantageous in healing wounds, but can also increase the risk of thrombosis. Neanderthals and modern humans had similar brain structures, but Neanderthals had larger olfactory bulbs. This suggests that Neanderthals may have had a better sense of smell, which could have been useful for hunting. The BNC2 gene, which affects skin pigmentation, has a Neanderthal origin. This This gene is more common in people of European descent and contributes to lighter skin. Neanderthals and modern humans had different skull shapes, with Neanderthals having more elongated skulls. These differences in skull shape reflect adaptations to different environments and lifestyles. Neanderthals had a genetic adaptation that allowed them to digest milk as adults. This lactose tolerance may have been beneficial in their diet, which included dairy products. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with increased risk of allergies. These genes may have helped Neanderthals respond to environmental allergens in their habitat. Neanderthals and modern humans had similar dental structures, but Neanderthals had larger molars. Larger molars may have been necessary for processing tough foods in their diet. Neanderthal DNA has been linked to variations in metabolism and body fat distribution. These variations may have helped Neanderthals survive in cold climates with limited food resources. The EVC2 gene, which is involved in bone development, has a Neanderthal origin. This gene may have contributed to the robust skeletal structure of Neanderthals. Neanderthals and modern humans had similar hand structures, but Neanderthals had stronger grip strength. Stronger grip strength may have been advantageous for tool use and hunting. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with increased risk of autoimmune disorders. These genes may have played a role in the immune system's ability to distinguish self from non-self. Neanderthals had a genetic adaptation that allowed them to tolerate cold temperatures. This adaptation may have been crucial for their survival in Ice Age Europe. The TRPM8 gene, which is involved in sensing cold temperatures, has a Neanderthal origin. This gene may have helped Neanderthals adapt to the cold environments they inhabited. Neanderthals and modern humans had similar eye structures, but Neanderthals had larger eyes. Larger eyes may have been necessary for seeing in low light conditions during the Ice Age. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with increased risk of obesity. These genes may have influenced energy storage and metabolism in Neanderthals. Neanderthals had a genetic adaptation that allowed them to process vitamin D more efficiently. This adaptation may have been important for maintaining bone health in areas with limited sunlight. The CCR5 gene, which provides resistance to HIV, has a Neanderthal origin. This gene may have provided protection against other pathogens in the Neanderthal environment. Neanderthals and modern humans had similar respiratory systems, but Neanderthals had larger nasal cavities. Larger nasal cavities may have helped warm and humidify cold air before it reached the lungs. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with increased risk of kidney stones. These genes may have influenced calcium metabolism and stone formation. Neanderthals had a genetic adaptation that allowed them to tolerate high levels of UV radiation. This adaptation may have been important for protecting the skin from sun damage. The ASIP gene, which affects pigmentation, has a Neanderthal origin. This gene may have contributed to the range of skin tones seen in modern humans. Neanderthals and modern humans had similar hearing structures, but Neanderthals had more sensitive hearing. More sensitive hearing may have been advantageous for detecting predators and prey. Some Neanderthal genes are associated with increased risk of asthma. These genes may have influenced the immune system's response to respiratory irritants. Neanderthals had a genetic adaptation that allowed them to tolerate high altitudes. This adaptation may have been important for living in mountainous regions. The EDAR gene, which affects hair thickness and shape, has a Neanderthal origin. This gene may have contributed to the diverse hair types seen in modern humans. Neanderthals and modern humans had similar digestive systems, but Neanderthals had a more efficient gut microbiome. A more efficient gut microbiome may have helped Neanderthals extract more nutrients from their food. The genetic relationship between Neanderthals and modern humans, providing insights into their shared history and the ways in which Neanderthal DNA continues to influence human biology and health today.